we're going to hand over the keys to the conference. Sony just wrapped up their press conference, and it is time to break down the biggest moments. IGN's keys to the conference is presented by the all-new Honda Civic Si. Number one, the Spider-Man reveal.
Yeah.
That's got to be the biggest takeaway from the show tonight.
Yeah. Right? I mean, I think the full-on Spider-Man demo at the end, plus the Miles Morales stinger, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I think as we were discussing earlier that we saw so much of the game in that time. Like there was the minute-to-minute action stuff with the combat, and then there were the way more cinematic moments. It was a gift of a demo.
That looked like a video game. That looked like a video game that you could play. It didn't look like a sizzle reel of proof of concept, early gameplay stuff.
Yeah.
It looked like actual gameplay.
I wonder if it's playable. They do, over at Sony's booth, they've got a big Spider-Man on a helicopter.
Do they really?
Then one would think it would be playable, right?
What's that?
Like, you definitely think it would be playable.
Yeah.
I mean, the first thing I'm doing as soon as the show floor opens tomorrow morning is I'm trying to play that, and I'm trying to play God of War.
Speaking of God of War, that's probably the second big takeaway from the Sony conference tonight, right? A brand new trailer showed us a lot more of the game.
Yeah, to me, last year it opened up and I was like, this is awesome. Is this a fluke? And then we saw this and I'm like, nope, it's not. God of War looks awesome. I will gladly wait until early 2018.
I have really good feelings about what God of War is doing. It looks fantastic. They showed me a huge range of variety of the stuff that you're going to be doing in the game, albeit they did kind of scale back the amount of, like I said, how much it looks like an actual video game. It was very cinematic. It kind of jumped around. It was like, I don't know, just a lot of kind of mixed footage. But yeah, really impressive. And it's a beloved Sony franchise that is getting not just a full remake, but like it's moving forward.
It's a reinvention slash evolution.
Yeah, I mean, I love how grounded it is, yet it's also subversive. Like, as I mentioned, that part at the end where the monster is not actually going to attack them, but it wants to help them.
It throws up the axe.
Yeah, it's giving a little sly wink to the series past.
As much as I like the Spider-Man demo, that final moment of the God of War trailer with the serpent might be my favorite moment of the whole conference.
It's really good.
That was
really
just like
cool.
a really
in 2005, that would be like a Robot Chicken sketch.
Yeah.
Like a boss that doesn't want to fight you, and you're like, well, all right, thanks for the axe, I guess, whatever.
All right, and the third and final big takeaway from the Sony conference was that the Shadow of Colossus surprise announcement, the remake.
Yeah, if there was like a decibel meter in the war room, that would have been the highest pop of the night.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, we were...
Yeah, those were guttural sounds. Those were animal sounds.
And there's so many of us that hold that game in that sort of upper echelon of one of the greatest games ever made, and to see that it's being remade and coming back next year is awesome.
Yeah, I completely agree. People are going to be like, oh, it's another remake or more fan service from Sony, but no, it's a really good idea, I think.
Yeah, this was a game that needed a remake, and it's getting one.
This is a great way, I mean, it's just a great way to preserve video game history, right?
Yeah.
Video games deteriorate, it gets harder and harder to play them. Taking up this old game that's a classic, polishing it up and re-releasing it on your current system, making it look as good as it possibly can. I love it.
Yeah, it's been 12 years since Shadow of the Colossus.
2005?
2005. Yeah, I mean, that's like bring this to a new generation of PlayStation fans. Absolutely.
Yeah. Super excited. On board. That is going to do it for our Sony post-show, but our coverage continues into the night. We'll take a quick break, but stay with us. IGN Live at E3 will be back right after this.
IGN Live at E3 2017 is presented by the all-new Civic Si.